gonna be paying bartenders and all that shit, so.
Well, I've been to a few parties in Wisher Vodka's place in Decentraland. That was quite a few months ago, and yeah, you had to have an NFT to get into the bar.
Yeah, it's like, let's go get, a metaverse drunk and enjoy it. It's wild. I don't know, you guys. I'm out of words for tonight. We got Brett coming up. Hopefully he can pull us through for this last 8 minutes until like 8:30, and then we're gonna end up closing it up. I'm gonna go work on some artwork, get some dinner in my stomach, and try and get this drop out for this month.
I won't admit it, but I just posted my feet, so.
Oh Jesus, don't do that. Oh man, you literally did. Okay, we gotta go, you guys. Where are we going? Where are we going with NFT project strategy?
I'm not looking.
I don't know what the hell is happening here. I don't know what's going on. No more fix, you guys. If you people have like fetishes for that shit, be careful, Eric. Your DMs might fill up here in a little bit. That's wild.
I know people who have taken payment for foot photos. 100%.
Stop. I won't even go to a place to get a pedicure because I won't be around anybody else's feet.
All right.
I'm so serious.
Well, Brett, welcome to the stage. Amy, you've got your hand raised. What's going on, Amy?
So my second job just announced that they launched their new website. It's called voicetoimage.com. And basically you can dictate with your voice what you want the AI output to be. So if you just want to speak to your computer and for it to make art for you, this would be a really cool thing to check out.
Pretty interesting.
I thought that would be coming any day soon. I guess it's here.
Yeah, also DM me if you wind up signing in, because he's going to be making an affiliate link eventually, and he's promised that he will let me get paid from it. So, I really love my second job, but I'm getting paid in equity only, and I'm a little busy to be not being paid in monies.
Fair enough. What's going on, Brett? How you doing, boss?
Hey, I just came up to here to speak to you about some project strategies for a release that I'm going to be doing.
Oh, okay. Finally, what's up? I'm interested.
So, basically, the NFT Pop-Up Studio has been collaborating with artists to put out these portraits of the guests. So you may have been around when the Tatianaverse collection dropped. That's the one that is my PFP. But now we're going to be releasing the Ali Nazim Bezeki collection in this style that's pinned to the top. And we're kind of doing this drift where I slowly release them as the episodes come out, and this is eventually going to build up to the My Tiny Castles episode, which I was particularly interested in what would be an interesting strategy for that release. So I was just going to ask you and also the co-host if you guys had any input on these releases.
Tiny, feel free to take the wheel for this one, especially if you're going to be involved in it, and then I can just layer my 2 cents over top.
Yeah, I mean, tell me more, Brett. I feel like you're always posting things and tagging me, and I'm super excited on them, but I don't know, it's always such a fun surprise.
Well, as I'm sure you saw on the waiver when you signed up for this, that I will be in fact turning you into an NFT, and so I've completely scrubbed all your Web2 qualities, and I got you down to a source file, which was the Genesis collection, which was the first NFT that I was able to release of you. That was the initial collection. And then from there, I've been sort of getting into collaborating with artists in the Web3 space, and that's kind of been a running thing with Season 2 now as well. But I've been pairing up artists with the collection who are now turning the NFTs into basically more appealing NFTs, because I had a feeling that some people were going to challenge me that these stickmen weren't art, that they're just stickmen, because I hear a lot of flack when it comes to stickmen. as being art. Anyway, it wasn't a debate I was ready for at the time because I was still pretty new in the Web3 space. So I got Tatiana on board. She's the co-founder of Cravey Chunk, and that's actually a really legitimate NFT project that I would suggest checking out in your spare time. But she did the first collab, which is, I can show you what those, I mean, my PFP is from it, but you can, oh man, here's the thing. I went to dig up your one of these, and it was so far down. It's there though. At some point I'll share it. Anyway, I'll get it up there. Here, I'll get 1 second. Sorry, I didn't interrupt the conversation here just to...
Yeah, no, you're good. Take your time. I honestly have to learn a little bit more about what you're doing and everything. I'm sitting here. I was trying to watch the video, but...
Here's a key element of it. I'm going to pin this. So this is Deke Slade. And so the Genesis NFTs, you can see reflected on the left there. And anyone who holds the Genesis NFT receives airdrops of... So there's now 10 new collections, and I give the additional 3 to the artist. So Tatiana got 3 of each of hers, and now Ali's getting 3 of each of his. And if you guys want like a sneak peek at who's next, it's this guy called Clueless, who's going to be doing this. I'll just pin his pin tweet to the top here. This is going to be the next style that you're going to see everybody in after the Ali style. I'll pin Ali to the top as well, just to give some shout outs to the people that are helping out with this. And then who knows who's to come after that, to be honest. It's going to be maybe like an open thing to whoever wants to get involved. Because I don't know, that's another thing to know about these projects, and I am interested in some of the numbers here, is what is the limit for a collection? Like, if I'm doing 24 new pieces every artist, how many artists can I fit into this collection? I have no idea.
24 pieces per artist?
Yeah, because there's 24 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real set limit on collections, right? You know what I mean?
You mean for a smart contract?
For the one on OpenSea.
Either one. Like, I mean, there's no limit. Like, you can literally mint as many times as you want. So.
As many as you want. Yeah, as many as you want. You're gonna do 500,000 fucking pieces in total, bro? That's on you. Go for it.
Yeah, like honestly, you can.
So just to warn you, my tiny castles, this might get out of control. I don't know how many NFTs exactly they're going to be of you by the time this is done. I might have created a monster here.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
From the sounds of it, like, I mean, hold on, is it pinned up top, or is it just sent?
Oh, these are the artists. 1 second, I'll find the. 1 second.
No, you're good. I thought you were pinning the one about Tiny up top. I wanted to see it, but no, I mean, like, as far as like each drop for each artist, I mean, so are you doing them one at a time? Like, you promote them like each artist one at a time? Are you gonna be like minting out the whole collection, having a ton of? You said you're doing slow drips. So if there's 25 pieces per artist, 24 pieces per artist. I'm sorry. Like, are you dripping out those slowly, or like per artist slowly? Like, you just, I don't know. I'm having a hard time grasping the idea behind it. And obviously I can't tell you like what the strategy is to take. I mean, I can give you like what I think maybe might work.
That's all I could really ask for, and it's not there's not like a long list of artists that have agreed to this, because it's 24 unique pieces that you're agreeing to do. So it's not like it's not a small ask, you know. So
so each artist.
I think like for example, when my personal thing comes out from Ali, I'm gonna switch my PFP, and then rock his for the next while, and then when the Clueless collection's ready, which that might not be for like another 3 months or who knows how long. Like, it's gonna take a while too for the artist to like finish 24. Because I mean, these ones are going to be like I'm setting a bar, like a pretty high. I want to keep the standard pretty high on this particular collection, just to keep the value of every. Like, I want them to like escalate in quality, basically. So
right. I didn't even understand. So like basically, you're getting a collective of artists together in order to create a drop with multiple different pieces of artwork from different styles and different artists in one, right?
when you said getting a collective of artists together, the first time it's more that it's the guests of the NFT Pop-Up Studio Season 1 web series that I did, so there's 24 different people. So there's 24 different people involved, so you have to do 24 portraits, one to each guest. And I'm in the middle of Season 2, and Season 2 is a totally different thing, but it's because you got to keep it fresh. And I figured this NFT stuff I was doing in Season 1 was going to get boring and everyone was going to have it figured out by now. But apparently it's a bit confusing. I'm just saying. It was confusing by design. But anyway.
It's just confusing because it's the first time I've heard about it. You know what I mean? So, I've actually, we've talked a lot, but I don't think I've actually, really gotten, an in-depth, description of, what you're building or what you've done in this space. So, honestly, man, I got to look into it tonight and see what you actually got going on. I don't know if I could speak on strategy just because I'm not understanding it entirely.
So basically I'm trying to turn people into NFTs was the original idea, and now the idea is to collaborate with people on collections. So it's the step 2, and then the long-term goal is to use the NFT technology and negotiations and whatnot to pull off producing a feature film movie, which is about Bigfoot. And so Bigfoot Shreds, yeah. It's going to be, and shout out Amy in the speaker panel who's been helping with the AI concept art to get some kind of Bigfoot Shreds trends going in the scene and to obviously help imagine the movie and to make some money, obviously. Shout out to 13 sales in that collection so far, so that's been super cool too. The NFT studio is specifically to turn people into NFTs in Season 1. And so now I've got this collection. I said, you know what? I'm half distracted because I've been scrolling trying to find the one I'm just going to have to tweet it again because I can't find the other one to where I tweeted it before. Hold up. I'm going to pass the mic back to you so this ramble stops because I'm rambling right now. And I'm going to find this Tatiana piece of My Tiny Castles so I don't have this side quest while I'm trying to talk. And then I'm going to answer a question.
All right, yeah, you're good. See, I knew about the Bigfoot Shreds thing. I didn't know about anything else that you were doing, so that's interesting, right? Yeah, so, actually...
Yeah, he has, 16 different projects he's doing, so it's, kind of magnificent if you ever let him have the space to talk about all 16 of them. It might be more by now. It's just, he has his hands full with a bunch of small projects.
We have been talking about maybe featuring one person and kind of letting them talk about their project. So Brett, maybe you would be interested in being our first person.
I would absolutely love that, for sure. Because, it is pretty complicated what I tried to do here. So if I was to really try and explain it, it would take a bit of time. But I always feel like I'm talking too long when I'm on Twitter Spaces, when I'm talking about myself. So that would be super sweet, actually.
Yeah, and and Lev, correct me if I'm misspeaking, but we were thinking it would be fun to kind of give a person an opportunity to come in and get real deep feedback and actually take the time to focus on them and have a good discussion about what they're doing. And I think you came in tonight kind of saying hey, what's your feedback on this? So I feel like you have that open spirit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not totally stuck on any particular thing I'm doing. I'm just exploring the possibilities basically and using different collections to do different just to see what different outcomes will be, because I don't know, it just feels like the time to pioneer in Web3, not the time to try and learn it. It's no one really knows yet, so it's more of explore mode out here in the Wild West of the Web3 world. I think that's what I love so much about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I definitely agree with you. And Tiny, yeah, you're right. That is something that we're thinking about doing here soon. But we got to get all of it sorted out, what day of the week we're gonna do it and everything like that. So that's up to us. We got to get that sorted out soon so we can start.
I'm just looking at this because I don't think the curve is right.
Well, on that note, we are about 6 minutes over. Do you want to wrap us up, Lev?
Yeah, I'm down to wrap it up and go get some food in my stomach, get these kids dinner and everything going on before I send them back home. But What were we still waiting on? Were we still waiting on you, Brett? Didn't you have something to share? Or no? Before we end up closing it out?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I had to leave the Twitter thing to go screen speed. I would the right break in the conversation to do it, and I kept missing, and then.
No, you're good, definitely. We used to go for hopefully you guys are all okay. I just dropped you. But
It's me.
A mic drop? That would have been the perfect time to rug, actually.
Right.
A literal mic drop.
No, man, feel free. Since you were up here and you were in the middle of talking, I'm gonna let you finish up, and then we'll end up wrapping the room up. So.
Oh, no, I feel like I got a lot out already about what was going on here. So, basically, yes, this is the first collaboration that I was meaning to pin up of My Tiny Castles, the My Tiny Castles piece by Tatiana. So this was the first collaboration. Prior to that was my Genesis piece, which was the stickman version. And actually what's kind of funny is that now there's been a derivative, because me and NFT Eve did an exchange, and she ended up doing a derivative piece of the stickman. And then you may even notice that the stickman have made their way into Ali's version. So this stickman thing is really starting to, to take off. Really, it's becoming a thing. It's pretty cool.
I like the stickman.
That sounds like it could be a thing. I mean, look at Simpers, bro. Simpers, and what was the other one? What is it called? The ones that are it is the Simps, right? I don't remember what the collection's called. But man, they're doing their thing. Sometimes it's not just about the art.
There, I found the Genesis piece of My Tiny Castles. So this was when I very first turned Leia into a NFT. And then came the second one that I tweeted there, which was the first collaboration. And then you'll see I've pinned up all the artists that are getting involved. And then Ali is the current one that's releasing. So I haven't even seen the My Tiny Castles Ali piece, but it's going to be dope, I'm pretty sure, because if you look at how they're coming out so far, they're incredible. He's really put a lot of thought into them, and he's carried through the stickman thing. So that's what I was also going to point out, is he's actually making it happen in a real way. It's really cool. I'll pin this one that has 4 of them together, and then you can really see how cool they are. And this is what's fun about collaborating with people, I'll say, because you can only be so stoked on your own art for so long, but when you get to actually be stoked on what other people are doing for something you're working on together, it's it's really exciting, because I've got to a point now in this collection where I'm on the edge of my own seat, and I'm genuinely about what's going to happen next, because the quality of these current pieces are so good that you just know that all 24 are going to be awesome. And so it's just sweet. Anyway, now I'm rambling again. So
You're totally good, man. Honestly, I appreciate you sharing it. I'm sorry that I didn't have good strategy advice for it going on. I gotta understand it fully, right? But
I blindsided you for sure. I came at you left field with this. It's hard.
Plus tonight's space has just been.
No, we're off tonight for sure.
Yeah.
You're off tonight? Yeah, right. You're on. It just, the fact that you're out here in a bear market when no one wants to do anything is sweet. This is, shout out to you for being one of the best things going down on a Thursday in the NFT community right now.
Ooh, I love that. Being the best thing going down on a Thursday.
September 29th. Write it down in the calendar. September 29th, 2022. Levitated and My Tiny Castles held down the fort for the NFT community. This is a circle it.
On this day in history.
Written and done. And on that note, you guys, let's end up calling it. Thanks for coming through. Welcome to NFT Project Strategies, Good Vibes. Saturday night, I'm gonna come more prepared. We're gonna promote it. We're gonna have a good space. So.
Fair warning, I'm flying home on Saturday, and I feel very confident my flight will be delayed and I will miss our space, or at least miss the beginning. So,
that's cool.
Just putting it out there. And then no more missing. After that, I'll be home and things will be normal.
Hopefully you're rolling Thursday.
Famous last words. No, just joking.
Yeah, God, don't jinx me. I'm so ready to be home and bored again.
worst come to worst, I mean, if we miss you, we'll miss you. But we'll see you again the next day. So, but on that note, you guys, everybody take a good night. I'm not gonna go, or have a good night. I'm not gonna go through a whole big closeout or anything like that. So much love to everybody. Stay levitated. I will catch you guys on Saturday.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
Bye,
Appreciate
guys.
you too. Stay safe, Tara. Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
Peace.
Night.
I'm interested.
So, basically, so the NFT pop-up studio I'm going to be doing.
Oh, okay. Find it. What's up? I'm interested.
So, basically, so the NFT pop-up studio has been collaborating with art.
Hi, my name is Amy and thank you very much for watching. So this is voice2image.com and this is my very first audio or very first image I've created with this. And it was basically just me recording from someone from the space. So let's listen back and see the images.
I'm going to be doing.
Oh, okay. Find it. What's up? I'm interested.
So, basically, so the NFT pop-up studio has been collaborating with art.
I don't know how that was a thing, but hey, we're gonna save these images because all AI art. Oh, okay, so it would be nice if these would have saved as the date. I will say something to him tomorrow. Okay, let's see, because I did it twice. So, what did this one have to say?
In this style that's pinned to the top, and we're kind of doing these drips where I slowly release them as the episodes come out. And this is eventually going to build up to the My Tiny Castles episode, which I was particularly interested in what would be an interesting strategy for that release. So I was just going to ask you and also the co-host if you guys had any input on these releases.
Okay, input on these releases. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna try this a little bit more just with my own voice, and I will show this to you, and we'll see how this goes. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, so that is going to wind up being a YouTube short. And I'm not kidding when I said that I'm going to actually try voice2image.com for real. What do we, let's go to Lexica art and we'll say like cat on lap, which is what I want to do. Oh my gosh. A 16th century oil painting of a woman sitting on a duvet with a cat on her lap.
a 16th century oil painting of a woman sitting on a duvet with a cat on her lap.
I guess also I don't think I meant to say duvet. I meant to say like day couch. A lounge chair. Whatever. I have things to do. Okay. Are you kidding me? Please stop doing that. Text to image. It got age gated. Honestly. That's the thing I dislike the most about. Anyway, let's get this to the left. 52 that I want to change, not 50, by the way. 50. And basically, it just needs to be like something BS like that. It needs to be less. And a little more forward. I like doing Lexica because I get to see how other people's prompts have gone wrong. I think maybe we'll just pull 53 back a little. 9, 10. I think both of these have a weird second one. Like the curve is really nice. Like these till 48 and then not so much. but what is the equivalent? This is 41. Where's 41 over here? Oh, okay, so 41 was here. And this one's here. So it's not quite, didn't quite get to the and the most fun part about all this is that I think it might be 50's fault. Okay, so we want 53. Yeah, so 53. I don't think. So 41 is, it should pretty much mirror it. I think I just am bad at math. 38, 39, 40. Yeah, okay, so 41 is kind of, it's not in the center of the scaffold, but it is sitting to like the left of it. So I think we want to just do the same thing here, where I think we're close, right? Right? It needs to be should have done this before. I mean, it's nothing to say it needs to be exactly parallel either, but let's give it a whirl. 12, and then so we'll put it to the right, and then 37, 0, 12, 16, maybe that will, I think so you don't have to go out the whole time. See, that's better. But it's still too far to the right a little, so do that B30. Okay. That makes it easier to have like an anchor. Let's see if it can get me into another space. Oh, wait, no. Let's see if we got age gated again. Hey. My baby is on my lap. We do not look like this right now. No wonder it was age gated. Well then. My cat's licking my hand. I'm powerless to do anything. Powerless, I tell you. Okay, well, let's try something else. So a cyberpunk Sasquatch in a neon dystopian city.
A cyber...
Okay, let's just do that again. A cyberpunk Sasquatch in a neon dystopian city.
A cyberpunk Sasquatch in a neon dystopian city.
Cat is still licking my fingers, so I just wish this didn't take that long. Also, why did I get 2 the first time and 1 the second time? Is it, does it, if I read out a description and over time, does it just do cutoff of time and then I'll get multiple images? Because that would be super cool, not gonna lie. I think for the next one I'm just going to describe each of my metaverses and see what voice-to-image.com how it does. But seriously, 52, you're a jerk. Let's get you in line. Lined up. Okay, so 12 and you're at 9. So let's try. You're really not that off. It's the 34, the 29 that is the issue here. Let's do 32. Feels like we're missing like exactly 1 bubble. Right? So I wouldn't be angry at 52 if we tried to actually have it at, you know, the 29. That way it's on the other side of 29 is too much. 30? just like that. Just like... just over just like half. So like 31 would be too much. Okay. What? It's a very large image. Guess we'll record this one too, I guess. Hi, my name is Amy and thank you very much for watching. So I have used voice-to-image.com to create an image. So let's listen to the recording and see the image result.
A cyberpunk Sasquatch in a neon dystopian city.
And we've got a dystopian city with a, I guess, Sasquatch? Not neon, but hey, what can you ask for? Anyway, this is really cool results and we will continue experimenting with this. Thank you for watching! Okay. So let's record me describing this one. So the Grimm's Fairy Tale Banned Books Art Edition will be a floating castle in a pink sky with clouds that are made out of animals. So you have like dog cloud, a cat cloud, ferret cloud, lizard cloud, snake cloud, and the castles themselves, or the castle really, is a fantastical interpretation where it is only the scaffolding with a lot of bubbles, and the bubbles, they spiral over the turrets, and each of the walls have bubbles of different sizes, and then we need to have just different sized bubbles and a little bit of intrigue and a bunch of, oh, and the themes for this gallery are the villain's endings, stereotypes, and character flaws. So this is going to be a really great fantasy-inspired metaverse. Oh my god. Is 32 seconds the limit? Fuck. Oh, oops. Let's try that again. So the Grimm's Fairy Tales metaverse is a purple castle in the sky with a pink sky with clouds that are formed of different fantastical magical creatures. And the castle itself is just the analytical structures and are surrounded with bubbles of various sizes, and bubbles that spiral up the turrets and are multiple sizes to suggest walls and form walkways. And it's going to be very delightful and fantastical. Okay, assuming 32 seconds is the longest.
So the Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Okay. I wonder if it's going to have 3 images, because one for every 10 seconds. So this is really like a beta version of this website. They're going to have a bunch of cool things in it. I really just want them to have like a donation button or literally anything where they could have revenue, which means they can get paid, which means they can bring me on as a paid employee, which means that we can make the product better quicker, and I could not work at my day job, which is not as evil as it used to be, but I make metaverses, and I would like to be able to do that full time, doing my own thing. And I like my night job boss. I'm just being a little bit of a jerk about wanting to get paid and, you know, wanting to be paid money. I would like to be paid money. Everyone's going to know the whole backstory, and I'm not going to be the villain. Neither is he. It's not. We're trying, okay? Nothing worked out the way it was supposed to. And I just, you know, nobody wants to work hard. They just want to get to the success part of the story. And I'm willing to put in the work to make things a success, and I am obviously a fan of AI and art generation. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Let's just go with the short version, okay? A bubble castle floating in a pink sky.
Castle in the sky.
A floating bubble castle in a pink sky. A floating bubble castle. So this is fun. Am I still actually streaming? Because, library? Stream. How does this work? Okay, I really am live, and I really have 0 viewers. Well, conducting life like we have 0 viewers. I really do need to get so what I think I'm going to try to do is find a sky I like and then paste them both together, like flip the image around, and that'll be 2 to 1, and then hopefully there won't be a stupid crease in the sky. Oh, of course, that has the timestamp. I'm sensing an iMovie moment. I've got things to do, people to see, metaverses to make. Hear me out. Can't use WaveFlat? Okay, I know. And then a floating bubble castle in a pink sky. A floating bubble castle in a pink sky. A floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
Actually, I'll just do titles.
A floating bubble castle in a pink sky. A floating A floating bubble castle in a pink sky. A floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
I don't like this very much.
A floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
Okay, fine. You know what I'll do? It's not that so much as what is this? No. That's not the screenshot that I was looking for. It was this one, by the way. And it doesn't need to be before. It can be after.
A floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
And we're going to do Ken Burns. No, we don't want to do Ken Burns here. We want to do Ken Burns here. We're going to start up here. And
a floating bubble castle in a pink sky.
good enough. Really, honestly, too good for them. And this will someday get out there. Okay. Where have I been going wrong? Imagine pink 5 sky. Boo. So I like this one. I don't know what a random ass stash does. I want like a textured sky, but not like cray cray. try this. A pink sky with cotton candy purple clouds and a fantasy world with dragons playing. And what I wanted to do was, before I got into a room, which is silly because there's always time once you're in a room, but, sorry about this invasion of privacy. Where is this? This is from his... I just noticed that it says text-to-voice.com instead of voice-to-image. Okay, well, let's see if I can go into a Twitter space now that I have that, and that's dumb, but it's okay. Let's see, what is going on? People don't believe me when anyway, someone wants to Discord with me, so I'm gonna get off of here and then do that with them. But anyway,